Howdy, howdy. Sparkster, thank you for the subscription. We're doing Policenauts. So this is... This is a translation patch. This is a translation patch because I've been like working on my Japanese, but I do not think that in 1,000 years my Japanese will be up to the level that I will be able to play a Hideo Kojima game in Japanese. So, I did notice that some of the subtitles are cutting off here. Bellhound, thank you for the subscription! Who are we policing and who polices the moose? No one can police me. I'm ungovernable. I did notice that some of the subs are cutting off, which I didn't notice that when I was doing my like test runs, so I don't know if I just like set it up wrong and maybe I need to mess with it, but if it's a problem, I'll pause and figure it out. I may have misguided you. Yeah, Horace has been on the back because Horace was the one who told me to get. So I am using. I'm not usually a third-party hardware type of person, other than my retro tank, but I am using a satiator so that I can play on Sega Saturn original hardware. It does affect me on the TV. Hit the menu button on your retro tank remote. Thanks, King. Tell me what to do. I like that you guys can see it. It goes through the capture. Alright, tell me where to go. Go to output. Is this what it's... Is this what, like, Twitch plays Pokemon is like? Phil? I want to do Phil. Jonathan. Confirm. Oh yeah, that looks a lot better. Thank you. Horace has always told me to do the over before. The next generation of snatchers. I'm the worst in like 1080p over. I don't know. This is gonna sound really bad coming from like somebody who likes old games, but I don't know the difference. Because the thing with me is I feel like the way that I engage with old games is super different than the way that a lot of people like Horace. Oh, thank you for the subscription. A lot of people like Horace are like engaged with old games. Like Horace, I feel like you're like, I want to figure out how to make all these old games work with the technology that I have access to. And I'm more like, if I simply never update any of my shit, I never have to worry about learning new things. So yeah, so I'm a little bit more like, yeah, I you know, I plugged stuff in using my composite cables and it worked. I'm a simple woman, and then as soon as I have to like use an HDMI cable in order to stream it, I start wandering to my retro friends and I'm like, here, how do I make this work? AI programmer versus AI enthusiast. 1080p over will throw stuff into the overscan of your HD TV, which I'm usually like, that's fine. I don't know what the overscan means. You have to understand, I stopped engaging with technology. The last time I fully understood what I was doing was the PS2 era. And then, like, the second they introduced HDMI, I was like, fuck, somebody else figure this out. Anonymous, thank you for gifting the sub to Yellow Ring. Old games stay accessible if you never enter the future. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, literally, I felt comfortable with like PS2. PS2, N64 I was great. The Wii I could like mostly manage, but honestly PS2 I was very comfortable with. And then after that I started getting like, where do all of these cables go? I hate this. And how do I make this work with a TV that thinks it's smarter than me? And like, maybe it is. Because if I wasn't streaming, I probably wouldn't be trying to use these consoles with an HDMI cable at all. I would just use one of my older TVs that I keep. Last question? What? Smart TVs are so ass. Okay, I know everyone hates when I bring up Aaron Hansen because he's like everyone's enemy, but also I really like Danganronpa, and so I've been like watching Game Grumps play Danganronpa, and there was like recently an episode where their smart TVs started fucking up in the middle of their recording, and Aaron had like a full-blown breakdown about smart TVs, and there was a lot of screaming, and I was like asleep. I had fallen asleep before the freakout happened, and the freakout woke me up, and I literally just sat up in bed to this man screaming on my TV about smart TVs, and I was like, he's so real for this. I was like, I'm not even mad that he woke me up, like, this is real. He's saying what we're all thinking. There's a switch on your RetroTink cables, try flipping it and see if you prefer the way it looks. I've seen that switch. And I don't think I've ever messed with it when you haven't told me to mess with it, and I'm kind of tempted to not mess with it now. Because I think it looks fun! If it's overly bright, switch it back. Ugh, I'll try. I just have to get up and I'm... Actual jump scare. I try to like turn down because I fall asleep watching YouTube a lot of the time, and I try to like turn down the volume when I know that I'm fading. I'm like, oh, I don't want to get woken up, so I try to turn down, but occasionally someone will yell in a video and that's what wakes me up. Sometimes it's Aaron Hansen freaking out about a smart TV. But one of my most iconic jump scares being woken up from a YouTube video was Koro-san. I was watching her Passepartout video. This was like way back in the day. It was one of her first, or maybe her first and only? No, she did more later, but her first Passepartout stream. And she was drawing and she was trying to get the characters to buy her drawings, and the character named Maggie just like kept coming up and looking at her drawing and walking away, and finally like she walked up and it really looked like she was gonna buy it, and then she still walked away. And Koro-san just yelled really loud, "Muggy, please!" Like in English. And I immediately woke up and I was like, what was that? That's how I got my Twitch profile. I'm like, I need to do another Passepartout stream. It was super fun. His meltdowns low-key represent all of us. When the moon hits your eye like a bug perch upon its amore. Let's see. My baby cousin asked if she could play Silent Hill 2 on Silent Hill 3 on PS2. Oh my god. I told you guys how I got I'm messing with people, sorry. I told you guys how I got swine flu back in the day, right? Well, I got swine flu. I got swine flu back in the day. It was really bad. And I was like the rare person who somehow wound up getting it twice. And the second time I got it, it had like evolved. this the you're talking about? Oh, fuck! Horace, why? Horace, I hate it. I'm not gonna touch it anymore. That was so scary. It was kind of epic. Well, I got swine flu after it mutated, so I had it twice. And the second time I got it, it was really bad, and I had like the highest fever I've ever had in my life. And I was living in an apartment at the time. A bunch of people in my apartment also got swine flu. And for some reason someone was like, let's play Silent Hill 3. And it's like the most, like, I thought that shit was gonna kill me for real I've ever felt in my life. Like, do not play Silent Hill 3 when you have a fever of like 104 or whatever. I was like, it's like we got like 30 minutes into the game and I was like, it's so fucking over. I should hydrate, you're correct. Alright, we're doing it. I'm not touching the cable anymore. You say your temperature went hog wild. Stop it. Oh god. Time to play Otacon's favorite game? Yes. This is all for him. Alright, shooting mode. What is that? I just want to see what it is. I'm assuming it's like the Snatcher shooting trainer. Oh, so it's like... It's the training guy. Do it for him! Yeah, so I usually like to go 100% real hardware, but I really can't play Policenauts in Japanese. So this is I got a satiator, we're using the satiator, but it is a real Sega Saturn, so I wanted to be as real as possible. When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's a morning. Thank you for your patience. ただいまよりポリスノーツを上映いたします。最後までごゆっくりとご鑑賞ください。Digital knots.
2010年人類初のスペースコロニー
So far in the future.
人類の宇宙への本格的進出が開始された2013年コロニーへの一般市民の移住に伴い数十万の移住者たちの治安を守るため俺たち5人の宇宙訓練を受けた警官が選抜された
2013 we get space police.
スコットランドヤードからゲイツベル
Scotland Yard.
警視庁からジョセフ・サダオキとアメリカニューヨーク市警からサルバトーレとスカニーニそしてロサンゼルス市警から俺とエド・ブラウン世界中の警察からえりすぐられた俺たちは警察権限を持つ宇宙飛行士としてポリスノーツと呼ばれる
Policenauts. Why was there an asterisk? Oh shit. Oh shit, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening? This is part of Kojima's mission. What? Everything was fine before you made me touch the cable. I had it perfect. And then you were like, oh, flip the switch and see if you like it better. And I was like, okay, if you insist. And now everything's fucking broken. Surprise Eternal Darkness crossover. Like, what you VHS on a But do you like it better? No, I liked it less. I turned it back. Oh my god, it won't stop. What is wrong with this cable? This is the cable you sent me. I just realized. You sent this cable to me and it sucks ass. How many layers of sabotage? It worked. I fixed it. Hold on. Sus Among Us. Take 2. This is literally a "this is sus" moment. Everything was fine until you made me mess with the cable that you sent me and it broke. If it happens again, I swear to God. America mentioned? I want to Nazi these police! Maple, help me, Maple, they put me in Borderlands Butterfinger ad jail. The Butterfingers ad jail. Wait, are Butterfingers still a thing? Wait, is our no, it's Twix. I was gonna say Twix is the one where they're like, do you like the left Twix or the right Twix? I didn't know Butterfingers were still around. Classic Butterfinger ad jail. Not only are they around, they're spending an inordinate amount of money on Twitch, apparently. They have a collab with Borderlands, I guess? The game or the movie? Also, yo, thank you, Anonymous, for gifting KK a sub! KK, I'm waiting for you in our special place. I was on with our new friends who I'm building the empire with for you to return to. And one of them was telling me, he was like, yeah, I just got bounding boots, and I was like, I had to explain to KK that me and you, we're wearing Folkleys, and she's walking around wearing hundreds of thousands of gil on her feet right now, and he was like, yo. I gotta wash my cat. Okay, please work this time, work this time. Need to finish setting up my account? Join us! Everyone's so nice. Everyone's super nice except for me, who's constantly like forgetting that I owe people link pearls, and then I log in at 9 PM and I'm like, are you there? Beyond cost. I want to know what the asterisks mean. I've never played Policenauts before, no, this is my first time playing Policenauts. We just watched this and then my cable freaked out and turned into a blue screen, so I'm hoping it doesn't happen again. Maple the Gootex of Final Fantasy. Never say that to me again!
世界中の警察からえりすぐられた俺たちは警察
I will delete my channel.
ポリスノーツと呼ばれた。
Anonymous, thank you for giving Dragon Knight a subscription for almost killing me. Vile sentence. Guys, there's lore happening. Are you playing Death Stranding starting tomorrow? I actually really enjoyed Death Stranding. I haven't beaten it yet, but I'm a little ways into it, and I really like. I think I vibe with a Strand type game. Uh-oh. Oh my, is this gonna be like the movie Gravity? Which similarly really upset me. I will just try to catch up some stuff. I will wait for you forever. I'll always be here. I'm gonna be there till they shut the servers down around me. "25 years later." I don't know why I was expecting to be like the original Policenauts in 2013. It's very much a hiking video game. It's like hiking, but also like min-maxing, which are two of my favorite things. So I think it really spoke to me. It's also Kojima weird. So 3 things that really speak to me. Is it the same guy? Oh. Oh wait, this is the Konami. Isn't this the Konami logo music? Boop, 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 boop. Hell yeah. That's what my house looked like when I moved into it. I was gonna say the vibe is so good already. Oh, he's married. Uh-oh, another guy with a wife. Went so well for me when I was Gilead. Another guy with something to lose. I didn't act like that when I was Gilead. I was like, I can have a wife, I can have a girlfriend, I can have a friend who is a girl who I get kicked out of her house from hitting on her too much, or there's the Policenauts. He's married, time to start harassing every female in sight. I was surrounded by cute girls. What was I supposed to do? Not call Loveline 100 times? Not get my number blocked by Loveline?
俺はジョナサン・イングラム。
Jonathan.
30年前、スペースコロニーのビヨンドコーストで。
Okay, so he is one of the OGs.
もっとも、エンプス事故で宇宙をさまよっていた俺には、わずか数年前のことにしか思えない。まだ生々しい記憶だ。妻や友人、仕事、何もかも30年前に置いてきてしまった。
He abandoned his wife?
あの事故で過去を失った俺は、この汚れた街オールド LA でネゴシエーターまがいの探偵をしている。幼児誘拐や人身売買のネゴシエート、身代金の仲介、脱獄犯の逮捕など、やばい依頼ばかりだ。だが、俺みたいな過去をなくした男には、そんな世の中の海がなければ飯も食っていけない。せいぜい腹いっぱいになるまで頑張るしかないか。
Is he a policenaut who's afraid of space now because of the accident?
さて、
さて。
依頼人が来るまで何をしようか。この部屋には俺の過去を示すものがたくさんある。前方の壁には新聞の切り抜きや写真が。机の上にはあいつとの写真。どれも記憶の空白を埋めるものばかりだ。
Oh, I get to... Wait. It's point and click? It's point and click over like an animated sequence? That's so cool! If she flirts back, Maple would move 10 states away in a panic. That's true. Oh my god, it is actually point and click. Hold on. So I have look. Look. Can I smoke? No, I can just look. Look. I can look at a bunch of things. I don't know if there's any... I'm sure I can use stuff eventually. It's a beer can. It's empty. They used to use aluminum for cans before, but these ones are made from biodegradable plastic. Yeah, I want to know what the asterisks are for. Because there's asterisks that... there was one after Beyond. There was one after Policenauts. There was one after Now there's one after biodegradable plastic. Thank God he isn't afraid of women. Well, now that I'm in charge, that's gonna change. Divorced wife? This is just like Duck Detective. Do you think Duck Detective took a lot of inspiration from Policenauts? These are... Muslims? Oh, is that the Marlboros? The Marlboros of their universe? The only cigarettes in the world that still give off secondary smoke. I don't like the pure bent cigarettes you get today. Oh, you get a glossary later? Okay, that makes sense. Similar to the database in Snatcher, and oh boy did I get into the database. These are mixed cigarettes, part conventional, part bent. Bent cigarettes are cigarettes that don't produce any secondary smoke, which you light simply by breaking off the end. You know that Kojima is like, if a cigarette doesn't give off smoke, it's useless to me. I say light, but there's no actual fire involved. They work off a chemical reaction, and even the leaves are specially processed. They don't give off any smoke or ash, and make room for more pleasant, make a room more pleasant. There we go. But they're not my thing. The only brand I touch now is Muslims. He gets the cinematic appeal of cigarettes. These detectives are so cool. I wish divorce was real. Uh-oh, it's the wife. This is a photo of me and Lorraine at Lucas World. That like...
Lorraine. wife.
My wife. My wife.
俺があの事故を起こした後、ビヨンドで再婚したらしい。今では他人のワイフだ。日本人とアメリカ人との2世。あいつにはどこか神秘的なところがあった。
She's someone else's wife now. What in the wife? Another wife with a secret? I hope so. Ore no Yome has been so like beaten into my brain that when I panic. So when I was in Japan back in, it was almost a year ago now, because it was it last April or last May that I was in Japan. I don't remember. It was almost a year ago now, but when I was in, yeah, time flies. When I was in Japan and I went to Fandom to buy some of the merch from the recent HoloFest, because they do gacha merch now, and I was like, I'm not betting. I just want my merch of my wife, so I went to Fandom to pick it up. So I had this giant pile of Kono-san merch that I brought up to the register. And the girls that were trying to talk with me, and they were like, you must really like Korone, huh? And I just panicked and said, Ore no yome. And they were like, and they were like losing their shit. And then they found I had one Pecora thing in the pile, and they pulled it out, and they were like, "Is this a mistake?" I was like, "No, I like her too. It's just because it's Pecora doesn't mean it's a mistake." But then they gave me a coupon, and they were like, come back before you leave Japan. We want to see you again. And I was like, okay. So I came back like a week later with my coupon, and I was like, I'm gonna use it on some stuff. And so I bought like another little thing that I used my coupon on, and they saw me and they went, oh, Korone no yome. And I was like, yeah, that's me. Thanks, King. That's so awesome. Yeah, we were like immediately buds. I had to assert dominance. Yeah, well, like, Courtney heard of this interaction somehow. Yeah, I mean, there was definitely like a week and a half that some like random white girl was just all over Akiba buying piles of Korone merch and saying shit like Ore no Yome in a panic to the shopkeepers, so... Lorraine was a student at UCLA. We met after her place got broken into. Oh. What was she hiding in there? I was a cop fresh out the academy. Look at the date. Oh, this was taken on Christmas Eve. Why are both this and Snatcher so Christmas coded? She was so naive. The things she'd do sometimes. What? Look at us, young and in love. Maple's pantless schmoove emote. I didn't ask for a pantless, I just said, could you have me doing this dance? And he made the executive decision to go pantless, and I was like, yeah, that seems about right, and I went with it. Uh-oh, it's our wedding photo! This is me and Lorraine on our wedding day. I was still a cop here in LA. Lorraine dropped out of UCLA after we got engaged. Lorraine was like an angel in her wedding dress. I remember discovering right before the ceremony that my rental tux didn't fit. I originally had a black tuxedo. I was gonna say, he's like, well, look at this rose. In those days, my life revolved around my job and Lorraine. I still wear my wedding ring, even though she's somebody else's wife now, damn. Lorraine had this friend at a flower shop arrange her bouquet. If I remember right, Lorraine threw the bouquet right after this was taken. I still don't know how Ed ended up catching it. Ed's in a couple pictures on the wall. Is Ed the guy who I'm assuming he's the guy who died, maybe. I was given this award by the mayor back when I was a cop. Me and Ed were a well-known team in LAPD. Maybe he was the guy. Here we go. This is a newspaper article from when I was rescued from the EMP survival ball 2 years ago. 2 years ago?! Wait, so that guy getting thrown off the station or whatever was 25 years ago, but this guy was only rescued 2 years ago? Maybe he's the guy that stole your wife. That's what my first thought was that, and then I was like, oh, it's probably not like that nefarious. Kojima loves Christmas after watching Die Hard. I would actually believe that, yeah. I would take that one at face value. Let's see. Maybe almost Christmas will mean it wasn't Christmas. This is a newspaper article from, so yeah, it's 25, sorry, I'm squinting. 25-year lost voyage. Policenaut Ingram's miraculous return. So yeah, he must have been trapped in space. Maybe that's why she's somebody else's wife now. He was just gone. Oh, that's rough. That's rough, buddy. You guys seen Manifest? It's been 25 years inside this thing waiting to be found. Jeez. I've had cosmophobia ever since. I wonder why. I just can't go back out there anymore. I wouldn't either, buddy. Good grief. This was a relatively small article in a corner of the newspaper. I feel like that would be big news. Yet reasonable phobia. It's like wife swap, but with the husbands. Everyone's saying this. Are there different? Oh, there are different articles. Koroni. This is a newspaper article written at the time of Beyond Coast's completion. It was written 28 years before the article about my rescue. I'll read some of the article. Basic construction of the world's first outer space colony, Beyond Coast, underway for several years near Lagrangian Point, L5, was completed yesterday. The first wave of specialized immigration will consist mostly of scientists and engineers who will spend 14 months performing checks and gathering data. Immigration is scheduled to be open to the general public in 3 years' time. Beyond's position is shown in the diagram on the left. Here, they point out Beyond's location in space. It's in an orbit around the L5 Lagrangian point. It's the red dot. Okay. Basic construction refers to underway for several years near... Oh, okay, that's what we read already. Maybe the picture. This is a picture of Beyond Coast right after it was completed. The only thing they hadn't finished was the agricultural ring. That seems kind of important, though. The headline reads, Long Envisioned Colony Complete. New Era for Mankind. The second G is a J. Okay, thank you. I was gonna say, how did he survive that long? I have a model of Beyond on top of one of the filing cabinets. Oh, he does. Hold on, I want to look at all the newspaper articles first. This is a newspaper article about my accident that occurred during the EMPS spacewalk outside Beyond. It was written 3 years after the one about Beyond's completion. The headline reads, EMP's prototype malfunctions. Policenaut Ingram missing. Okay, so it was Ingram who got thrown off. This is a picture taken during the test spacewalk of the Yuri model, EMPS. It was a prototype police suit for use outside the colony, the successor to NASA's MOO. This image was taken from a camera aboard a nearby space shuttle. This was me and the Yuri as we were released from the hangar. Honey, I'm in here. Playing Policenauts. This is a picture of me taken around the time of the accident. He looks fine. I'll read some of the article. A malfunction occurred in the vernier thrusters of the Yuri EMPS prototype during a test spacewalk of the device yesterday. The Yuri had been planned for use by the Policenauts outside the colony. The EMPS has since vanished without a trace. The Yuri is equipped with a survival ball, but because no SOS signal has been detected, the chances of test pilot Jonathan Ingram being found alive are thought to be slim. The official test was going to take place the day after. I remember what Salvatore said. Whatever you do, don't screw this up, Johnny boy. Everyone on home's going to be watching. There were still a lot of people opposed to space development back then. It all happened so fast. Before I knew it, the 4 of them were gone. The 4 of them? Everything after that's a blur. When I opened my eyes, I was lying on a hospital bed. Hold on. I feel like this is very important lore. Malfunction. Vanished. No SOS signal. But I got into a survival ball, but it sounds like the other guys didn't. Is this a phone? This is a piece of paper with information on a client. I've been asked to look for their 4-year-old son. You just don't see many ransom kidnappings nowadays. It's safer for the kidnappers to quickly sell off the victim's organs to organ buyers, and they're guaranteed to see a return that way too. Oh, is that how I should be making money? Just kidding. I'm just kidding, I won't take your organs. I've got a bad feeling about this one. Let's see. What's this? What the That scared me. Actual jump scare. Kidnappers used to be gentlemen. No respect these days. This is my gun, a Beretta 92F. I've had her since I was a cop. She's a bona fide recoil gun, equipped with a laser sight. I love how you can tell when Kojima's just like stunting really hard. He's like, I'm really interested in this thing right now. I use special 10-round magazines with armor-piercing rounds, but I don't carry so I can go around shooting everything in sight. She's strictly for protection. Thanks, King. What about your badge? Don't go blue on me. This is a replica of the badge I had in LAP. Oh, it's just a replica. Sure does take me back. There's a picture from those days on the wall. So this one was an award from the mayor. Wait, did I read all of the? Maybe I didn't read this last one. Yeah, this is different. This is a newspaper article reporting on the success of the first manned mission to Mars. I took part in it while undergoing my Policenauts training. It was written the year before the article about the EMPS incident. The newspaper is the paper of the CIS, the Commonwealth of Independent States. What about the headline? Oh. Let's see, the date is 2012. I spent that entire year in space. Let's read. I'll read some of the article. The 4 astronauts, among them Policenaut Jonathan Ingram, one of the collaborative Mars project, between Russia, Japan, and the United States, touched down on the Red Planet yesterday. This new chapter in space history comes 40 years after man first set foot on the moon. About over. Okay, it's all the same. Let's look at the picture. There's a picture of me encountering a Mars rover on the surface. It was called Rocky. It was sent to Mars with the Mars 96 mission. Got a lot of cigarettes here, buddy boy. He did mention this. Model of Beyond. Ed made it for me. Ed's in a couple pictures on the wall. Said that before too. Maybe over here? This is a picture from when I was in LAPD. Me and my partner Ed were always together. He was the other guy.
Ed Brown. 俺の人生で最も信用できる親友であり、良きパートナーだった。
That badge on my desk is a replica of the one I had then. I was in narcotics at the time. I was reckless with a pretty short fuse. I've carried my Beretta since then. My life felt so complete. Look at me, full of confidence. I'm like a totally different person. Me and Ed had been good friends since the academy. We were a well-known team in narcotics. That award is a product of our work together. Ed was in the bomb squad before he joined narcotics. There was a lot of terrorist activity back then. We stayed close when we were Policenauts, too. I haven't seen him since my accident. My brain is immediately going 1,000 miles an hour. Oh. What about this other? Okay. This photo was taken to commemorate the selection of the Policenauts. Okay, so I'm picking it up now. So I was the guy. I was the guy in the thing that flew away. I was the guy in the Yuri EMPS that flew away into... I was the one who got gravitied. Hello, Syrup. She says hello. She wants Mummy to come snuggle, but Mummy's gonna play a little bit more Policenauts first. Yeah, so I was the one that got yeeted out the airlock like in Amogus. And then everybody else, I think, went back down to Earth. I seemed like I was in an SOS ball in space for like 23 years. And then they found me and brought me back down. I have zero idea how this guy survived. But now I understand why his wife is somebody else's wife now. Got it. Got it. 5 officers out of all the world's police organizations were chosen and trained. And yeah, now I'm afraid of space. Reasonably so, I would say. We were called the Original Cops after Project Mercury's original 7. We're wearing ejection escape suits here. These are obsolete now. Back then, everyone thought the orange-colored suits were cool. I mean, are they not? They're kind of cool. This is me, right? I was absolutely ecstatic, but Lorraine, she was against me going to space. And you know what? I think Lorraine may have been vindicated here. Then when I went to Mars, that was when we started to drift apart. After this was taken, I left Lorraine behind and moved to Beyond. Oh, you left her. As Joseph Sadaoki Tokugawa. He came from the Tokyo Metropolitan Police Department in Japan. He's now the head of the Tokugawa Group. Sadaoki could be an intimidating dude at times. That's Gates Becker. He came from Scotland Yard in the UK. I heard he's risen pretty high up through the ranks of Beyond Coast Police. Gates had a real passion for justice. He was always the leader. That's Salvatore Toscanini. He came from NYPD. Apparently he resigned from Beyond Coast Police over 10 years ago. Salvatore was a bit of an oddball. I never could put my finger on it, but there was just something about him. Sort of guy you don't easily forget anyway. He's the head of the Tokugawa Shogunate. Classic Lorraine. That's Ed. He was chosen out of LAPD along with me. He looks thinner here compared to the LAPD picture. Ed's still in Beyond, far as I know. Nani?
今日は運がいい。こんな早い時間に客が来るとは。どうぞ。鍵はかかっていない。
It's Milady.
久しぶり。
久しぶり。
ロレイン。
It's the wife. Ex-wife, I guess.
そう。私よジョナサン。28年ぶりに。
Have we not seen each other since I got yeeted?
今頃どうして？
私、おばさんになったでしょ？あなたは変わらないわ。あの頃のまま。
Oh, so he didn't age.
ロレイン。なぜ今になって俺のところに？
許してもらおうなんて思ってないわ。厚かましいのも分かってる。でも頼れる人がいないの。あなたしか。
何があったんだ？
助けてほしいの。私の夫が大変なことに。
分かった。さあ、入って。
いいえ、ここで結構よ。あなたにこんな姿見られたくはないもの。
じゃあ、ロレイン、いや、依頼人さん。とにかく話だけでも聞こうか。
Jonathan, don't look at me like that. I'm 55 now. 55, hell yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like a fine wine. If she's 55, I'm 55. Please don't look at me that way. I want you to remember me the way I was when we were together. I can remember you the way that we're together right now, if you know what I'm saying. Anyway, what's in the bag? Is that an L's? They cost a fortune here. Ooh, is she a rich milady now? Did she be my sugar mama? Yeah, but this one's a little old. They're all the rage here on home, too. L's changes the design of its bag every year and produces it in limited numbers, then destroys the production materials. Jesus Christ. That's why they're so expensive, is it? I wasn't able to give you those kinds of things. No, I didn't need anything back then. That's part of why I was happy. That's... What about the coat? Is that expensive? Nice coat you got. Just gonna kick you out of your own office? Yeah, I guess. We do alright. Okay, Lorraine, you do alright. You're best not wandering around this area dressed like that. See, your taste hasn't changed. Gray always was your favorite color. Is that gray? Looks green to me. Jonathan, you remembered. I can't believe it. What about the necklace? That necklace couldn't have been cheap. I love how I'm like eyeballing all her expensive stuff. I'm just like... like, how much was this? Yeah, it's Pearl. I thought it wasn't easy getting hold of pearls on Beyond. That's right. They haven't had any success with culturing pearls there, and the number produced here continues to drop every year. I could never afford all those luxuries. They're not that expensive, at least not for us. What's your husband's deal, huh? Is he looking to get a nice younger man in on the action too? A pearl necklace. Can't imagine how much it costs. There's another reason why pearls are so expensive there. Beyond strictly controls the influx of goods from here. Yeah, they've laid down their own special import regulations, haven't they? Even the prices of foodstuffs like rice and wheat are astronomical there. I've heard that that's the way it is at, like, Hawaii. Of course, that's partly because of how difficult it is to grow anything. If only they could just find a simpler way of importing food from there. I guess it can't be that easy. Yeah, I've heard that, like, grocery prices in Hawaii are just, on average, just, like, 25% at least higher than everywhere else. Because you have to basically ship everything in. I mean, it makes sense. I need to check out her earrings now. You willing to part with any of these things? Alaska, too, I believe. That would make sense. I mean, it would make more sense. Well, I guess, like, the climate isn't hospitable to growing all sorts of stuff. I was gonna say it makes more sense to me for, like, the islands in and around Alaska than like the chunk of Alaska that's connected to Canada. But no, that makes sense just because of the... I was gonna say it's... I mean, things aren't, like, expensive or anything where I'm from, but, like, the things that we can get locally are, like, inexpensive, I guess. Like, there's so many potatoes. It's more the ship it through Canada aspect of a lot of things. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. That was one of my friends. One of my friends is like becoming a dentist, or like not a dentist, like an oral surgeon. And she was picking out, because you have to do like a fellowship thing where you go and you basically are like the backup oral surgeon, and you learn under a very learned oral surgeon for a while, and so she got like a zillion fellowship offers. I think that's what it's called, Fellowship of the Crown. Yeah, Fellowship of the Wisdom Teeth coming. But yeah, she got like a bunch of fellowship offers, and she was trying to figure them out, and she was like, oh, do I want to go here? Do I want to go here? And one of the places that she was offered was Guam, and at first she was like, that's kind of interesting. Like, I've never been to Guam. I don't know anything about Guam. Like, I wonder what the deal is in Guam. And then she looked it up, and she was like, apparently everything is like from the 80s, and everything's also super expensive because there's just not like a lot being brought in and out of the island, and so it's kind of like frozen in time and weirdly expensive. And she was like, I don't know. I don't know if that's for me. But that sort of stuff is so interesting to me. I just like learning, like, send me there. I was gonna say, yeah. I'd probably be fine. You're wearing earrings? See, I can really comment on every single thing she's wearing. I know. I never liked earrings before. You can't expect people not to change over 30 years. Are they pearl too? Yeah. They look good on you. Thanks. Not often you get compliments at my age. Oof, Lorraine. Oof. No doubt about it. It's really her. Alright, let's... What about her gloves? Hold on. Those look expensive. Oh, she's just like, don't look at my yitties. Lorraine, ask about her request. Why don't we get to it then? Guam is so dedicated to being in the 80s that Kmart's have not closed down in Guam. See, like, that's so interesting to me. I'm like, I like want to know why. I want like the details.
で、君の夫がどうしたって？
夫の北条健三が3週間前、会社に出かけたきり行方不明なの。会社や警察に問い合わせても誰も取り合ってくれないの。
それで地球へ？
嫌な予感がするの。何かあったに違いないわ。
蒸発とかじゃ？
蒸発なんて考えられない。この地球ならともかく、コロニーで行方不明だなんて、きっと何かの事件に。
脅迫みたいなものは？
いえ、何も。まるで神隠しにあったみたい。
金目当ての誘拐ではなさそうだ。
Maybe he got snatched. You have any kids, Lorraine? I have a daughter. Her name's Karen. Where does your daughter live? Karen is a news anchor on Beyond. A news anchor, huh? She's pretty famous there. She'll be 27 soon. She's still singing! When you were so back! When your 55-year-old ex-wife tries to hook you up with her 27-year-old daughter who's the same age as hard to believe you have a daughter that age. I am in my 50s now, remember? I guess I can ask about each thing more than once. Just the three of us, my husband, my daughter, and me. We all live together on Beyond. 27 soon. So, you want me to look for him? Please, help my husband. She went and got remarried immediately after you got shot out into space. Yeah, I was gonna say. Because wouldn't it be... Wait. She must have had it before. She must have had her daughter before I got shot into space. Because if her daughter's gonna be 27, it was 25 years ago that I got shot into space. So, I mean, he did say that we were growing apart when he went to Mars. So maybe... What's Beyond like these days? Beyond's different, a lot different. You wouldn't recognize it either. Everything's settled down there. It's pretty much like any ordinary city now. Beyond will be celebrating its 30th anniversary this year. Things have slowly gone downhill over the years, though. You're always looking over your shoulder wherever you go now, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I get you. It's always been that way in the city. Yeah, why are you walking around wearing friggin' pearls and expensive handbags that you're gonna get got? It was 28 years ago when the accident happened. I think it was 25 plus 3. Wait, I thought it said 25 years later after he got yeeted. And then I think it said that they found him like 2 years ago. So I thought it was... The newspaper article was 2 to 3 years old, I think it said. Oh. Okay. I'm unclear on the timeline. All right, maybe she waited for like 3 months before going and having a daughter.
君が再婚した北条ってどんな人物なんだ？
北条は日系2世で、あの徳川グループの徳川製薬に勤める
Pharmaceuticals Tokugawa
生真面目で勤勉で、とても悪いことなんかできない人。そうだ、写真持ってきたの。これが彼の写真。
Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals
なるほど。どう見ても悪人には見えないな。幸せそうじゃないか。
ええ。
さっきのイヤリングだね。
この写真預かってくださるわよね。
強引だな。
Thanks for letting me hang on to this picture of my ex-wife and her new husband. You notice anything unusual about your husband before he disappeared? All the years I knew him, he'd been your typical company employee. He'd get up, leave for work, then come walking through the door at the end of the day. Same schedule, day in, day out. Quite a change from my hours. But the past few months he'd become more unpredictable, you might say. Can't really draw anything concrete from that. Yeah, show her your junker badge. No, I'm gonna show her the cash that I have in my pocket. You think he'd become involved in something, though? That's my gut feeling, yeah. If there were indications of some sort of trouble beforehand, the chances of it being a ransom kidnapping are pretty slim. He'd become angry and frightened. That wasn't like him. I'd never seen him break down like that before. So you're saying someone might have been targeting him for some reason? How'd you guys meet? I moved to Beyond right after you went missing. After how much you hated it? I just wanted to be closer to you any way I could. Aw, that's really sweet, actually. I met Kenzo at the Nihonjin Matsuri run by Tokugawa. Nihonjin what? It's a festival for Japanese people on Beyond. So why were you there? I have Japanese blood too, remember? Forgive me, Jonathan. I couldn't have survived on my own. I was lonely. I wanted someone to be there. That's when Kenzo came along. The conglomerate's reach doesn't stop at Beyond. They more or less run space, and Joseph Sadaoki Tokugawa runs the group. He's just as well known on home as he is out there. If Hojo's a Tokugawa employee, I suppose we can't totally rule out he was kidnapped. You could get good money out of that, I'd imagine. No one on Beyond would even think of messing with Tokugawa. They're too afraid of the retaliation. It wouldn't be worth it. They took advantage of the space development boom more than anyone. They essentially have the power to shape space's economy however they want. Is there a second wave of Japan bashing going on there? No, it's just the opposite. Thanks to Tokugawa, the colony's economy is flourishing. But everything else is another story. Okay. It seems like most things are like two boops and then you move on.
ロレイン、君の勘だけではわからないな。何か手がかりになるようなも
の。北条から預かっているものがあるの。カプセル剤と葉の切れ端なんだけど。
Part of a leaf?
なんだかわからないけど重要なものらしいわ。
カプセルと葉か。
自分に何かあったらこれを警察か信用のできる人のところへ届けるようにって。
信用のできる人か。
ね、蒸発なんかじゃないでしょ。
When I go missing, you're just gonna find part of a leaf.
まだその手がかりの品を見せてもらってはいないが、他に何か手がかりは？
口癖のように言ってたことがあるの。プラトーに何かあるって。
Plato。
プラトーに何かある。何のことだろう。どっちからでもいいが、それは？
これがそのカプセルよ。
何の薬だろ
う。わからないの。
徳川製薬に関係するものだろうか。
これ預かってくださる？
Wasn't Plato in Snatcher 2? Yeah, there was Plato's Cavern, which is the weird place with the dude in the wolf head and the dancer slash singer who was definitely a snatcher. Worked there. She was in a bunch of she was a movie star. Will you try and get them analyzed? I will try, lady. Leaf.
じゃあもう一つのその葉の切れ端ってのは？
これがその葉よ。見たことのない葉だわ。
しかしなぜ半分なんだろう。
最初から半分だったわ。預かってくださる？それ。
Oh yeah, I forgot Sparkster was just sitting in Plato's Cavern when we went back that one time. She wants me to analyze a lot of things. Plato, could he have said Pluto? To be honest, I'm not sure anymore. We still haven't been to Pluto though.
依頼の内容については君の話で大体分かった。確かにただの蒸発じゃなさそうだ。
ジョナサン、引き受けてくれるわよね。お金なら心配しないで。お金はドル？円？
待ってくれ、ロレイン。
You could just decline her? What happens if you're like, yeah?
ロレイン、即答はできないが、考えておくよ。
ジョナサン、引き受けてくれるんじゃ。
悪いが、しばらく考えさせてくれないか。今日のところは。
そうね。
すまない。これは預かっておくよ。
わかった。また来るわ。
Declining is the speed run
週
answer.
末までビバリーヒルズのホテルニューローズにいます。いつでも連絡して。ジョナサン、私許してもらおうなんて思ってない。あなたの帰りを待ちきれなかったの。ごめんなさい。あなたが救出された時、私心から嬉しかった。もっと早かったらすぐにでもあなたのところへ飛んで行けたのに。
Rip.
それが言いたかっ
ロレイン、ここへはどうやって？
た。ホテルで車借りたの。クラシックな感じの。
そうか。
会えてよかったわ。じゃあ。
We freeze her for 25 years, then everything is equal.
ロレイン、
Alright.
俺も会いたかった。もっと早くに。
Oh, someone tampered with her car.
Lorraine! 車から離れろ!
There's like a whole nother section of things I wanted to ask her. Maybe I shouldn't have gotten quite so to the point. Oh shit! How do I shoot? Got his ass. Ugh. Move, damn it! Reloaded. Where is he? Where is he? Oh, I see his feetsies. Get his ass! I've got you now. It's an alleyway. It goes back quite a bit. Just a dumpster, nothing strange about it. Can we go into... Oh, enter alley. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff I wanted to ask her. But I got... Oh, white blood. I got 2 to the point. Where's he gone?
それほど時間は経ってないはずだ。くそ、足跡が追えない。ここには雪が入ってこなかったのか。地面に何かこぼれている。牛乳のような白い血。人工血液なのか。
Continues further back. Yeah, nano machines, son. I'm trying to think of what stuff. I mean, there was a bunch of stuff, but what stuff in like the 80s and early 90s had machines with white blood? So I just noticed the dumpster. This was done with spray paint. This definitely doesn't look like blood, thanks. Thanks for noticing. Is this the guy? These garbage bags have been placed next to the dumpster. They're made out of biodegradable plastic. The plastic has started to decompose. They must have been here a while. He's bleeding a hell of a lot. The trail stops here, meaning he can't be far away. Oh, Alien! Alien, the androids. They're super milky blood. Yeah, Alien. That's what I was thinking of. I was thinking of when they slap his head on the table and he's like has to be around here. Let me check some more. This is where the blood stops too. Uh-oh, is he up? Can I look up? Perhaps he's... Those are wooden boxes filled with empty bottles. They'd be perfect size for someone to hide behind. Uh-oh. He could be hiding behind there. It's also right around where the blood stops. You'd have a perfect view of the alley from behind there. Are we gonna do anything about that, Chief? We gonna take a swing? These pipes. They have barbed wire on them. I doubt anyone could climb them. There aren't any bloodstains on them either. There's no way he could have climbed these. What about... are these doors? Other doorway is a possibility too. It's too dark to make out anything from here. Can I move? Son of a bitch, I can't see a thing. There's a drum there. Oh shit. Oh. I don't want to shoot it. What if it's like an animal or something? I feel like I have to. I feel like it wants me to. Yeah, it's just a rat. Whoa!
Yes, sir.
Ooh. The fucking guy. How do I reload? Oh, there we go. How many hits can this guy take? There we go. I'm guessing no. Based on all of the information we have so far. I'm not gonna let you get away. I'll kill you.
これは文字のようだ。さっきのゴミ箱の落書きとは質が違うようだ。なめた野郎だ。挑戦状のつもりか。
He left this message for me. He should still be around here, though. Oh, he's around. There are more wooden boxes here. These are empty, though. There isn't enough room to hide behind these. Alright, what if he went up? It's a concrete wall. I don't see anywhere he could hide. I don't think he'd hide in the same place twice. More boxes here, too. It doesn't look like he's here. I don't think you could climb this. Even if you use the boxes as a foothold, you still wouldn't get anywhere. Oh, system. Oh, we can advance? It's a dead end up there. Up here. There's no need to hurry. I should check this area out a little bit more. Okay. How many ladies have you flirted with? Well, I already kind of harassed my ex-wife, who's now twice my age. So. I don't think you could climb this. Is this an alley? Is he hiding in a spot like that again? You're gonna kill me, huh? So what's taking you so long? Show yourself, asshole. Can't really tell from here. I don't think you could climb this. There's something else I can't see down there. He isn't here. Wrote this in his own blood. there. Oh! I just had to click a bunch. Had to click a bunch while he bleeds to death.
よかった。またあなたと一緒に星が見られた。会いたかったわ。この28年間。
ロレイン。
その時計まだしてくれてるのね。
時間にルーズな俺に君がくれたものだ。
私たちの時間は
Still has the sag in his mouth.
ジョナサン、お願い。カレンは病気なの。助けてあげて。カレンは。
ロレイン。ロレイン。
知り合いか。
友人だ。古い。
かわいそうにビヨンドから来たんだろう。
いや、戻ってきたんだ。戻ってきたんだ。俺のところに。
Is he gonna fight his cosmophobia?
本日は ASL797 便をご利用いただきまして誠にありがとうございます。
当機はグラビティターンに移り、順調にビヨンドコーストへの軌道を飛行しております。
なお、これより先は無重量状態となりますので、ご気分の悪くなられた方はウィンドウ脇の呼び出しボタンを押してお近くのスチュワーデスまでご連絡ください。
Look at this guy.
気分が悪いようですね。
宇宙は苦手で。
宇宙酔いですか。珍しいな。宇宙は初めて。
いや、昔事故で宇宙を漂流して、それで宇宙恐怖症に。
それは大変ですね。スチュワーデスに行って薬をもらったらどうです。コールボタンなら壁の赤いスイッチですよ。
いや、まだ大丈夫。
気を紛らわすには話すのが一番です。隣に座ったのも何かの縁です。よろしく。私はレッドウッドです。
Tony Redwood.
ああ、イングラムです。よろしく。
I just get to chill with Tony Redwood for a while. Hold on, let me call a flight attendant over. There's a button to call the stewardess and a button for the TV there. I'll call the stewardess over.
はい、どうなさいましたか？顔色が悪いですね。宇宙酔いですか？
ああ。
緊張なさらないで気を楽にしてください。
ありがとう。
何か私にできることをございます。
Is there? You have exquisite legs. Exquisite. Thank you, but in zero gravity, the legs appear thinner than normal because your blood I like how she's like, here's the scientific reasoning why. Blood collects in the upper half of your body. It's called bird leg. Wow, thanks. I'm gonna get thrown out of the airlock. Would it bother you if I touched your leg? Yeah, it'll calm me down. Ah, get your hands off me. I just thought I'd take a hands-on approach to learning about the effects of zero gravity, that's all. We're just taking a hands-on approach. Are you not wearing a bra? They look so perky. He had a vision. That's right. She's just like, that's right. You don't need a bra in zero gravity, nor do you need to worry about your hips, breasts, or cheeks sagging. Wow, so true. You know, I don't think I've ever felt a pair in zero gravity before. What are you doing? No, Cable, don't fail me now! Maple's woman to sexual harassment speed is unmatched in the modern era. Yeah, I'm just checking the effects of gravity. Nice bow. Your uniform is a nice color. Really brings out your curves, too. You may not know that we wear a rubber undershirt, too. It helps prevent the muscles from atrophying in zero gravity. Wow, gotta check that. Contrary to its appearance, this is an excellent material for zero gravity. It doesn't feel very comfortable, though. As long as it looks good. As long as it looks good. It's a really tight skirt. Yeah, Tony Redwood, don't judge me. This is a special skirt designed to prevent SAS. It works just like my shirt. It puts pressure on the abdomen to prevent excess blood from moving to the upper half of the body as much as possible. Our entire uniform is designed this way. Wow. That's great. Nice science, nice science. Nice science. This would really, really help my SAS! Am I glad I picked this flight? I might not have been such a beautiful stewardess otherwise. Well, thank you. Miss? Yes? I want to ask about her. Can I show her some cash? I'm gonna show her the leaf. Any idea what kind of leaf this is? Does this leaf look like cash to you? Is that a press leaf from Earth? Don't forget that if you're taking plans into Beyond, they need to be inspected at the spaceport. What about these drugs? You ever seen capsules like these before? Can I offer a leaf in this dying time? What kind of pills are those? If you're feeling sick, I have medication for SAS with me. Yeah, but check this out. You recognize this photo? Yes, I've seen it in textbooks. They were Beyond's original cops. Yeah, it's me. You're going to Beyond to learn about the Policenauts, are you? There's an exhibit on the Policenauts at the Astronauts Memorial Museum. Yeah, but that's me. Yo, check this out. What do you think of this picture? Wow, she's beautiful. This is the photo of me and Lorraine from when we went to Lucas World. The one I had sitting on my desk back in my office. Never hurts to think ahead. What was I thinking ahead about? choking myself. Beyond Coast, mankind's first space colony was completed in 2010. Hydration. Whew. Since immigration was open to the general public in 2013, the colony's population has grown to approximately 1 million people. Nearly 1/3 of its current population is made up of second-generation inhabitants. The medical definition of Space Adaptation Syndrome, or SAS, is the symptoms one experiences during adaptation to zero gravity. It varies from person to person, but over 50% of people develop symptoms within 1 to 2 hours of entering weightlessness. Oh, whoa, oh my god, there's so much information I can get, and I want it all. First of all, the colony is a cylinder shape. It's 6.5 kilometers in diameter and 32 kilometers in length. It makes one complete rotation every 2 minutes, creating artificial gravity virtually equal to that of Earth's 1G. The colony's surfaces and mirrors are divided into 3 sections around its central axis, with each section having an area of 90 square kilometers. It's the first and what the fuck is a kilometer? It's the first and only O'Neill-type colony. You write that down. Beyond isn't as far from Earth as some people think. It's approximately 380,000 kilometers. What the fuck is a kilometer? From Earth, which is about the same as the distance between Earth and the Moon. That's not that bad. No more horny. Now it's time for science. Yeah, Kojima has 2 modes. Oh my god! That's what people tend to be the most curious about. By changing the angles of its 3 solar mirrors, Beyond is able to create the effect of a day-night cycle and maintain a comfortable temperature year-round. Its climate is virtually identical to that of the west coast of the United States. Disgusting. That's the other reason it's called Beyond Coast. Its environment isn't as alien as some people expect. It's an almost perfect recreation of Earth's. It has artificial clouds, various forms of precipitation, and even wind as well. The partial pressures of the oxygen and carbon dioxide in its atmosphere are also the same, though the partial pressure of the nitrogen is reduced by half to lower the risk of fire. Kojima was just like thinking everything. Oh, okay, so these are all just repeated. Like, I can go over it again. As much was revealed about the nature of SAS around the turn of the century. The previously held Barani theory was rejected. The cause of SAS now said to be vestibular disorder. The vestibular system undergoes a paralysis, throwing off one's center of balance. It's called the vestibular disorder theory. It states that several organs that perceive gravity are involved in this disruption, not just the otoliths of the inner ear. I want to know what it is that makes me feel nauseous when I wear noise-canceling headphones. Kojima, can you can you whip up some science for me? Just real quick. Shack at a colony. Who knew that people enjoyed nice weather instead of shit? Ban yourself. I'm a divorce detective in a cyberpunk setting. Time to harass every woman I meet. I mean, some of us were born with a vision. Generally speaking, the most effective form of treatment available would be to give an intramuscular injection of promethazine, but because SAS varies from person to person, there are currently no medications capable of alleviating all symptoms. While it's somewhat rudimentary, keeping your head as still as possible will reduce a lot of the discomfort. You also feel disoriented? Yeah, when I wear noise-canceling headphones, and it's because I wear headphones a lot at work, but sometimes people get kind of loud at work. And so I actually got noise-canceling headphones because I was like, oh, maybe this will help me like block out when people are getting a little bit rowdy and I'm trying to focus. But then whenever I turn on the noise-canceling effect, I'm like, ooh, and I I feel like a little bit dizzy and I get nauseous. So I can't use the noise canceling. And when I looked it up, it's apparently a thing that happens to a bunch of people. So it's not just me. It is rare. It wasn't like a lot of people, but I didn't know what the science about it was. Symptoms include dizziness, cold sweats, vomiting, headache, and fatigue, and are often accompanied by false feeling of falling over that doesn't occur in normal motion sickness. The longest they last is about 2 days, however, so you should be fine by the time we arrive. There is no hydrostatic pressure in zero gravity, so much of your bodily fluids collect in the upper half of your body as it attempts to evenly distribute them. When this happens, your body then thinks the amount of blood in the bloodstream has increased, causing the brain to send a message to the kidneys. Basically, you end up having to urinate more often. Coach was like such a piss guy too. There are efforts underway to try and control this misperception in the brain through methods like biofeedback and yoga. According to Google, noise-canceling headphones can cause dizziness in some individuals due to the way they manipulate sound and the inner ear's role in both hearing and balance. The active noise cancellation technology can create a sense of disorientation by introducing an unnatural sound field that disrupts the balance receptors in your inner ear. Ears where you determine if you're on flat ground or not might be something to do with that. Oh, Piss Patrol. I'm permanently on Piss Patrol because of Kojima. Think you can give me something for my SAS? This is around the time your SAS will be at its worst, but you'll feel better soon. She just said no. Fine, I won't take the medicine. I think I'll hold off. Hold up. I needed to. This is like a. It's like a photo op for me. Ask to flirt show. No, I'm just flirting. I'm cool. Let's see. Remember when I didn't know how to crop? And Kudiko was like, you can do it with a key on your keyboard, and I was like, what? Beep, beep. Alright, here we go. We're doing it. How does you and me having dinner under the stars after we land sound? I don't know if that's such a good idea. If you're free, how about showing a stranger around beyond? I'm trying to do my job here, you know. Man, what should I do? If you're free, how about showing a stranger? She just like, please. Okay, I can't promise you anything, but I'll think about it. Let's go! Really? Feeling better now? What the? Let's take care of that SAS first, shall we? I got baited! I got baited now! I got baited! Have her stay! Can I assist you with anything else? Can you stay a little longer? Certainly. Got a very nice body. This is taking the SAS off my mind. I suppose if it's helping. You're really cute. Your face is a little chubby though. Come on, Jonathan! In zero gravity, your blood collects in the upper half of your body, causing your face to swell a little. It's called moon face. Tony Redwood is like, shall we pass the time with conversation? Maple immediately hits the call woman and starts tormenting her. It's one of the effects of zero gravity, as I was mentioning before. I think I'm gonna enjoy my trip if there are girls as beautiful as you there. I'm flattered. Are you? Okay, I'll let her leave. Excuse me? Yes? You can leave. It's fine. Is there anything else I can do for you? Thanks a lot. You're welcome. Call me again if you need anything. Oh, baby, I will. Don't you worry about it. You seem to be apprehensive about going to Beyond. He's like so cool about everything that just happened. He's like, so anyway. Seem a little bit nervous. Do you work out your nerves by sexually harassing women? No, really. Not a word to that dude. Just open palm slamming the call attendant button. You'll be fine when you get there. There's artificial gravity and nice clean air. It truly is a wonderful place. I'm sure you'll have a great time. Thanks, man. You want to call that lady again? Just kidding. He's an unusual kind of guy. Doesn't even notice when I slap the stewardess's titties around a little bit. It's kind of awkward to talk to. Come on, Jonathan. We've all been there. You mind if we talk? What do you want to talk about? Yeah, my emotional support flight attendant. His background. Can I just show him this leaf? Yo, check this out. What kind of leaf is that? Maybe it's a redwood leaf. Is that from a terrestrial plant? I don't know, you tell me. Okay, he doesn't know. Your skin looks a little... It's always like this, yes. Why is your skin that color? Because of my artificial blood. Oh, come on, Jonathan. My red blood cells are actually white. White blood. I use first generation artificial blood, which is less complex than the third generation kind you see on Home. Are you from Beyond? Yes, I was born and raised there. I had a family matter to attend to on Home. And yourself? Are you a terrestrial? Not exactly. I used to be an amphibian. What does that mean? Oh, cool. He's the snatcher. Show him your cash. I wish I was like Gillian right now, where I just had a wad of cash I could just randomly show to every single person. You know, going back and forth between Home and Beyond. Oh, that's what an amphibian is. An amphibian? You were one of the amphibians? It was a long time ago, back when we were called astronauts. His background. Might not make much sense to terrestrials, but Beyond is home to me. Maybe I can make him realize. You don't see that photo much anymore. The Policenauts are from before I was born. He's young too. Everyone's a youngin'. His jorb. First generation artificial blood. Are you in the military? Something like that, yes. I am a frozener after all. What is that? You must be a pretty busy guy. Not really, no. After all, space has been at peace the entire century. What do you mean by frozener? A frozener is someone created from an artificially fertilized egg held in cryogenic storage by the government, or the breeders, as we call them. The egg is later transferred to a surrogate mother for gestation and delivery. Oh yeah, I've heard a little about them. There's still a severe manpower shortage in space development. You sound like I'm boring you. All Frozeners have an identification code like this tagged into our foreheads, surprising as it might seem. So he was literally born to, like, be manpower? Can't just ask someone why they're a Frozener. Beyond is a very nice place. It has 1G artificial gravity and its own plant life. Terrestrials enjoy it a lot there, too. Why not try talking to the stewardess again instead of me? He's really like, call her back. What does having artificial blood do for somebody? Artificial blood has a higher oxygen transportation efficiency than normal blood, so it makes heavy blood loss less of a life-threatening condition. The body's functions aren't negatively affected in areas of low oxygen density either. Yeah, that's perfect for people working in space. So why hasn't it been adopted for widespread use? A normal person's kidneys and lungs wouldn't be able to process this type of artificial blood. You need to make slight improvements to the kidneys and lungs via genetic modification and also undergo regular hemodialysis. That requires incredible amounts of money and the proper facilities. Guess we can't really expect the public to be in on it anytime soon then. I assume arrival time will, like, bring us there. Why's he got a bandaged hand? I see you injured your arm. Did it happen on the job? I just burned it a little. I'm so fucking sure you did. Is that writing on your forehead that Frozener thing you mentioned? This is my tag. All Frozeners have one. He really said go the fuck to sleep. Stop bothering me and the stewardess. Oh man, I'd love it if they did that on planes. I always feel so parched. Yeah, immediately get on the return trip and just harass the stewardess the entire time. Oh, come on. Ba ba ba. Ba 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 ba. What the hell? How do we do it so fast? What the heck? I think I know how to do this. I think I know how to do this. We're about to find out. Uh-oh. What's that? Maybe discs are separated by region instead. Oh, I didn't even consider that. At least not speedrun. This is gonna be the hardest part of the entire game. Getting it to run disc 2. Maybe? There we go. Act 1. Beyond.
ビヨンドコースト。天と地が一つに見えるところ。ここは本当のあの世、ビヨンドかもしれん。地球でのネゴシエーター特権もここでは通用しまい。一人で北条の行方を探すのは困難かもしれない。エド・ブラウンに協力を仰ぐのが賢明だろう。奴なら快く引き受けてくれるはずだ。エドはビヨンド警察 BCP にいる。
BCP。
奴も50代半ばのはず。ポリスノーツ時代からだから、きっと BCP でも出世してるに違いない。念のためにポリスノーツ時代の写真とロレインの写真を持ってきた。何かの役に立つかもしれない。BCP はこの宇宙港の近くにあるはず。まずはエドを探しに BCP へ急ごう。
Oh, they've freed me in an area full of women. Hold on. That person looks like they're waiting for a flight. Seems like they've only got a carry-on bag. There's passengers everywhere. Space is within everybody's reach now. Who is this short man? There's passengers everywhere. Space is within everyone's reach now. What about this milady? What's her deal? Hey, little mama. It's a jumbo TV screen. It's showing news from BBC. Watch TV. Maybe I'll watch a little of the news first. Oh, it's Karen! It's my future wife.
こんにちは。ニュースオーダーの時間です。
Daughter of my old wife.
ビヨンドの
Whoa!
パーソナルバーチャルリアリティ用のわいせつアダルトソフトを日本製作販売していたゴールド映像の関係者3名と PVR に出演していた AVR 女優2名が検挙されました。調べを受けたゴールド映像ではこれまで50タイトル以上もの PVR 用わいせつソフトを通信販売、年間50億円もの荒稼ぎを行っていた模様です。今回 AVR 女優までもが検挙されたというケースは初めてのことです。わいせつ AVR は手軽に家庭内で遊べることから未成年への悪影響が問題沙汰されていた矢先のことでした。以上、カレン北条がお伝えしました。
Any thoughts on that one, Jonathan? Guess I'll watch some more. Let's see some more Karen Hojo.
次の話題です。現在、
Narc!
日本内でのナーク中毒者が急増しております。事態を重く見た BCP では、ビヨンドでのナーク根絶を図るため、特別チームを編成。ホームからのナーク流入ルートの解明を急いでいるとのことです。ナークはアヘンから作られる合成麻薬で、モルヒネ型依存症状と LSD などの幻覚
The Narc Crisis.
備えた 麻薬の帝王と言われるものです。宇宙推進事業団によりますと、宇宙開発におけるナークの依存度は 30% を超えると報告されており、宇宙でのナーク中毒者は増加の傾向にあるとの見解に達しております。以上、カレン北条がお伝えしました。
I just want to watch news all day. Maybe we'll see another nude.
それでは次のニュース。
Organ!
世界的に移植用臓器が不足しています。宇宙開発における宇宙環境の影響により、人体へのさまざまな障害が起こっています。無重力状態や宇宙船などにより臓器の疾患、異常が急増しており、このままでは十分な移植が賄えないとドナー不足に対する大きな不安が寄せられています。宇宙推進事業団ではホームの移植後進国などにドナーネットワークへの加入を呼びかけています。以上、BBC からお伝えしま
They
した。
need more kidnapped children to fix this. This game whips. How are we denied so many sick ass adventure games from Japan? Yeah, exactly. Let's fucking go! We've seen this. Karen, we've seen her. It's okay. Karen, I can't skip it.
調べを受けたゴールドエイジョはこれまで50タイトル以上もの PVR 用わいせつソフトを通信販売、年間50億円もの荒稼ぎを行っていた模様です。
Karen, you can take the naked woman down now. I got this before. Karen, I gotta go.
わいせつ AVR は手軽に家庭内で遊べることから未成年への悪影響が問題になってい
You
ます。
gotta watch the AVR again.
以上、カレン北条がお伝えしました。
It's a board displaying information about spaceplane departures and arrivals. I can't get over how many flights there are. Yeah. Just the wood. Just the wood. The escalator goes up to the second floor. It's a low gravity escalator. Can we take it? Who's this guy? There's passengers everywhere. These plants have been selectively bred to photosynthesize artificial light as well as natural light. They're perfect for replenishing the colony's oxygen supply. I feel like I should be able to go up the escalator. Person looks like an employee, judging from the uniform. Haven't I looked at everything? Maybe I need to move. BCP or Hojo's house. Oh, let's go meet Ed first.
よし BCP へ急ごう
Yosh! Yosh. Whoa!
ここが BCP かさあエドに会えるといい
They
が
look so cool. These are EMPSs, right? Or no? These are the police suits BCP uses. They look like something you'd take to war. Kind of pathetic they gotta depend on these get his ass. BCP. Reads BCPD. These the police cars they're using nowadays. They don't look any different from ones on home. These are more my thing than those suits. He hates the suits. Good for him. That looks like the entrance. Go inside. Guess I'll head inside.
ここが BCP のロビーか広いんだなおいあんた何の用だい被害届でも出すのかい
The call girl, a staple of modern society. You not from around here? Want to get away from here, baby? Real good price, I promise. So, how about it? They bring you in, did they? Something like that. So what do you say, baby? Sorry, but I've got business of my own to take care of here. Jonathan, you're being really out of character right now. You ever have the balls to harass a woman in front of the cops? What? You're one of them too? I don't believe this. I must be losing my touch. So, how's business? Shut up already. Go get yourself a haircut. I'll bet she ends up here a lot. She's got spunk. I'll give her that. Quit staring at me, would you? You won't talk to me. Why have to be such a cop, Jonathan? Let me guess. Undercover and doing a pretty bad job of it. It's literally me. I was out with Papa Moose. I was bringing Papa Moose to a bookstore that I found the other day because they had a bunch of like old books where I was like, oh, this is like kind of like rare prints and stuff, and I was like, oh, he'd be really interested in seeing this. And on the way there was like a dude hanging out looking like he wanted to quote unquote buy drugs, and I took one look at him and I was like, this guy's undercover. And Papa Moose made like an off-color joke. He just like he just says stuff sometimes. He has no filter, and so he made an off-color joke to me about like some kind of like weapons auction site he was looking at online, and I was like, don't say that in front of the fucking undercover cop over there. And he was like, that's a cop? I was like, come on, man. You're losing your touch. You're losing your touch. Yeah, he does look like Gillian, actually. Undercover and doing a really bad job of it. I was like, please. Looking for a guy who works here by the name of Ed Brown. You know him? His Zodiac days are long gone. I'm Detective Starsky. I'm waiting for Detective Foley and Sergeant Riggs. Don't know anyone by that name. Okay, so he doesn't know him. He's waiting for other officers. Look at this guy. A BCP cop. Looks like your typical police getup. He doesn't know Ed. What's this? It's a map of Beyond Coast. The place looks like some sort of control room. He looks like a receptionist. Maybe I'll try asking this guy about Ed.
ああ、いいかな。俺はジョナサン・イングナム。地球で探偵をしてる。それで、ビヨンドまでどうしたんだい？昔ここに勤務してたことがある。へえ、本当かい。ぶち込まれてたってわけじゃないだろうな。警官をしてたんだ。当時の旧友に会いに来た。なるほど。同窓会でもしようってわけか。それで話してみな。
Ask about what? John, do you like my glasses? So how's the crime situation here these days? I know you didn't come here to ask me that. Pfft, whatever. It's been 30 years, what do you expect? They try to tell you it's a safe place and everything, but in reality, Beyond's the same as any big city on home. See her there? Comes with the territory. It's what always happens. Oh, don't sneeze again, don't sneeze again. When a bunch of people live together. And when the city turns dirty, us cops have to play dirty. Lorraine wasn't exaggerating. Ask about call girl. You know, I have a job to do here. No sympathy, huh? Of course you're gonna get crime if you've got a million people living together. Theft, prostitution, drugs, murder, take your pick. The work never stops around here. We get paid next to nothing, too. Been over 20 years since this place got going. Times change. AP does all the real work nowadays. They're the ones that hit the street. Old cops like me get the desk work. AP is BCP, period. I guess the EMPS play a big part too. Not everybody gets to pilot those though. People on home seem to think we're all out whizzing around in EMPS everywhere. How much more are you expecting to get out of me? I don't know, man. I did get, there's like a big kind of town-wide party that happens once a year. It's in the town that I work, and so my company tends to end the day early, and like the whole town goes out to bars, so just everyone is like pouring out of all of the like couple bars that we have. And there was one year a few years back where I wasn't really drinking much that year because I just wasn't in the mood, and I decided to kind of stand outside with a coworker of mine because his wife had just gotten, I forgot what it was, like one of those kind of like cheap knockoff systems you get off of eBay or whatever that comes loaded up with like 200 games or whatever, and she'd gotten super into Mega Man. And so we were standing outside talking about how into Mega Man she got, and I was like, oh yeah, I've never played Mega Man, and he was like detailing her descent into Mega Man. So we're standing there innocuously talking about Mega Man outside of a bar, like not doing anything, minding our business. And this guy who was dressed like he looked like he was trying to be like kind of cool and grungy, but not pulling it off super well, came up to us and he went, "Hey guys, do you know where I can get some marijuana?" And my coworker just took one look at him and went, "What are you, a cop?" And the guy turned around and just beelined in the other direction. And I was like, oh my god, that was a cop. Got his ass. Hello, fellow yeah. Sup, fellow kids? Should have asked her to get Bubsy 3D. I don't know why I'm such a magnet for like bad undercover cops. They see a moose walking through town and they're like, I gotta get ahead of this thing. AP stands for Advanced Police. Yeah, it's when you like draw multiples of the same police, and so you can like uncap them. It's the elite unit the chief created. Yeah, it's your limit broken police. They got the latest EMPS and Frozeners. Who's that there? Not the plainclothes guy. The other, yeah, not the plainclothes guy that I grokked immediately. The other one. An old cop like me. The AP unit works out of the AP room. That's where they got all the advanced equipment. I'll bet you guys, I'll bet they have a computer in the AP room that has access to like all of the information that you could possibly want. We get the BS work. The AP units got over 50 guys and 20 EMPS. I got work to do, you know. EMPS are police suits developed by Tokugawa Heavy Industries and BCP for use in and around the colony. EMPS stands for Extravehicular Mobility Police Suit. Extravehicular Mobility Police Suit. They're the things out front, right? Yeah, I saw them. He hates them. Those are the Goddard model. The price tag for each one of them is something like tens of billions of yen, but money's no object with those things. We could never go back to the way things were before we started using them. Enough with the questions, alright? He gets so mad. Frozeners, they're the guys born from fertilized eggs the government's got. Normally, they get sent to the military, but the chief uses them in AP too. Yeah, they use that white artificial blood, right? Lately, we've had Frozeners sent here from various militaries on home. Enough with the questions, alright? Alright, where's Ed? I'm here to see Ed Brown. You know, the former Policenaut? Ed? Ed Brown? That's who you're here to see? Jesus, you came all the way from home to see him? He's in the dump. What the fuck? The dump? Yeah, Vice. BCP's dumping ground. He's in charge there. Be nice to Ed. You got something against Ed or what? Yeah, slap those glasses off your face. Show you if I like your glasses. He's totally useless. I pray to God I don't end up like him. Pray to God you don't end up alone in a room with me. Everyone around here knows him. Hard to believe he used to work with the chief. Oh yeah? The chief's an ex-policenaut too. How much more are you expecting to get out of me? Who's the chief? You said Vice? If guys like us get the BS where you can imagine the fun they have. AP handles just about everything they used to do. I don't know why they still call it Vice. It's down in the basement. We call it the cave. Why is that? It's dark, smelly, and weird stuff grows on the wall. That's what Ed does now? Oh boy. Eddie boy, ruffle a few feathers up here, you get thrown down there. They're BCP's freeloaders. Man, I don't believe this. Go see for yourself if you think I'm making it up. I will. Bitch. You know this picture, right? You were a Policenaut too? Damn, I had no idea. Oh right, you and Ed. Makes sense now. So, you had anti-aging ops or something? Like I told you, AP does all the work here. The Policenauts are a joke now. I'll show you a joke.
助かったよ。
助かったよ。
その言葉は風紀課に行ってからにした方がいいぜ。
どうして？
聞かなかった方が良かったのかな。立ちの落ちぶれた姿は見たくないもんだ。
The Goon Cave? I'll show you a joke. Show leaf. I like how he hates all the questions but will still answer every single one. Hey lady, you thinking any differently now? I'll bet she ends up here a lot. She's got get lost, creep. Take a hike, dipshit! It's a map of Beyond Coast. The place looks like some sort of control room. Vice.
地下だな、風紀課は。
あんた、エドに伝えてくれ。早くやめちまいなって。いつまでもただ飯食らってると惨めだってな。
俺は便利屋じゃない。言いたけりゃ自分の口で言うんだな。ここが噂に名高い風紀課か。なるほど。優遇されてる部署とは思えんな。
She's quite a tall woman, must be at least 6 feet. They don't look like the APs the guy in the lobby was talking about. Their complexions are normal. She's the biggest woman I've seen since I got here. What is it, something in my hair? You got a minute? Is this Vice? What's it to you? I love her immediately. Who's this guy? He's got a hamburger. He's eating a hamburger. I remember me and Ed used to hit the fast food joints all the time. You hungry or something? Forget it. Don't even ask. Yeah, they can't be APs. Is that Ed? I can't make out the face. Yeah, that's Ed, all right. Hey, Ed. He's asleep. He's out cold. Unbelievable. I want to talk to the milady. Put a sock in it, tough guy. Take a walk back up the stairs. While you're at it, this is Vice, BCP's dump. Interesting outlook. She's got a pretty strong home accent. Look, what do you want? You want to test me, huh? I just want to talk to you. Who tells these weirdos to come down here and save me? Maybe I'll try you instead. That's Ed Brown sleeping over there, right? Munch munch. What do you want? This is the basement. Toilets upstairs. I'm eating right now. Can't you see I'm eating? Ed, help me. Wake. Yo, Ed, get up, damn it.
居眠りするにはまだ早いぜ。
ジョナサン。
30年も先回りしやがって。
ジョナサン。ジョナサン・イングラムか。懐かしいな。
Aww.
エドも元気そうだな。
ジョナサン、よく来てくれた。ゆっくりしてってくれ。この通り俺の方は今を持てましてる。
He's so excited.
案内しようか。
エド、違うんだ。実は頼みがあってきたんだ。
頼み？
ああ、助けが欲しい。俺の捜査に協力してくれ。ロレインの夫、徳川製薬の北条健三という男がこのビヨンドで行方不明になっている。俺はロレインの依頼でその北条の消息を追ってるんだ。エド、
ジョナサン、すまんがそういうことなら力にはなれん。
エド、ロレインが殺されたんだ。俺の目の前で。何か大きな事件に巻き込まれたに違いないんだ。
すまん、ジョナサン。
どうしちまったんだよ、エド。いつからそんなふぬけになった？
頭を冷やせ、ジョナサン。この一件は我々の担当ではない。ホームの警察に任せるのが一番だ。
エド、
ジョナサン、BCP で俺たちのことを何て呼ばれてるか知ってるか？ジャンク屋だ。ここはクズしか集まってこん。後がないんだ。
昔のエドはどこへ行ったんだ？俺の知ってるあのエドは。
ジョナサン、お前の知ってるエドは30歳も若いエドだ。今の俺は違う。守るべき家族もローンもある。年を取れば勇気もなくなる。失敗も恐れる。権力にも屈するようになるんだ。俺はゲイツのように器用ではない。
エド、
俺はここでこの汚い地下で机にしがみついているのが精一杯だ。今のこの地位もゲイツの情けだ。
分かった。それ以上言うな。
デカ長がやらないんなら私が手伝うわ。
メリルがやるって言うん
メ
なら
ロ
お前たちバカなこと言うな。こんなことが上にバレたら終わりだぞ。
終わりってデカ長、ここがその終わりなんじゃないの？
エド、俺は30年の間にいろんなものを失っちまった。ロレインも。だがこれで本当に全てを失っちまったってわけだな。無理を言ったな、エド。じゃあな。
Damn, Rip. Ed'll come around. He's a good boy.
なんてこった。あと3年だぞ。あと3年で無事定年だってのに。たくジョナサン、表だっては協力できんからな。
エド、
それから無茶はごめんだぞ。無茶は
分かってるさ、エド。心配するな。
お前の心配するのが一番心配なんだ。それからメリルにデイブ、お前らこの件には手を出すな。いいな。この件は俺の個人的な問題だ。
了解デカ長、手は出さないわ。
口は出すけどね。
たく、あ、ジョナサン、遅れたがこいつらを紹介しておく。
Oh my god, look at her.
メリルはホーム生まれのホーム育ち。元ハイテク特殊部隊フォックスハウンドの最後の隊員だ。
What?
あのザンジバーランド陥落に参加した。
道理で地球なまりがひどいと思った。
よろしく、ポリスノーツさん。さっきはひどいこと言って悪かったわね。
デイブはビヨンド生まれ、ビヨンド育ちのビヨンズだ。
よろしく、ジョナサン。テレストリアルは大歓迎だよ。ホームはいいものな。僕もホームの移住願いを申請中なんだ。
よろしく。メリルにデイブ。
さて、ジョナサン、どうしよう。とりあえず BCP 内を案内しようか。お前もポリスノーツだったんだ。興味はあるだろ。
Is Zanzibar land mentioned? Fox sound. Wait, I want to talk to them so much, but oh my god, there's so much lore coming together. Whew. I feel like finally. Does she perhaps know Solid Snake? I feel like finally encountering a woman with a knife is what's going to stop me from my reign of terror. It's the kick in the ass I needed. Yeah, maybe Metal Gear's here too. These games do whip. I'm so happy that this game already whips so hard. I'm really excited to cook more. I wanted to make sure that the satiator was gonna work out. I mean, we've had a few like visual glitches, but that's my cable's, my scare quotes, cable's fault. The cable that Horace sent me's fault. But I think because it's happy to help. I think because it's working so well. I think we're safe. We're safe, and I will definitely continue and finish Policenauts because I love this already. I love it immediately. Da, 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 da. Ooh. Hey, let's see. I'm gonna download this OST after stream. It's so good. The satiator's left me satiated. I am going to wrap it up though. Tomorrow on we'll play more Policenauts next week for sure, and I'll probably put it on a day where I can play longer as well, so we can just like cruise for a while because I'm really enjoying it. Tomorrow on YouTube, I'm gonna be playing Super Mario Galaxy. It's my first time playing Galaxy, so I'm really excited. And then on Friday, I'm gonna be playing Gears Judgment. I'm gonna be trying to play more Gears Judgment up until D&D time. And so hopefully we can maybe get to the end, but I'll see. We'll see. So much peak, I know, so much peak. I was trying to raid, but it's not. Why are you like this? Why are you like this? There we go. There we go. Now it works. Alright, but yeah, thank you guys so much. You may need to turn raids on. Oh yeah, I forgot that I had them turned off. Oops. Oops. Raid message. Please say vampire voice good evening. Vampire voice good evening. But yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow for Super Mario Galaxy. And I hope you have a good rest of your night, or your morning, or your afternoon, or whatever it is, wherever you are. Oh, it's Sumu's Vampire Voice Police.